Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going over books that I got recently. I got a couple books off of Thrift Books and I just wanted to show them off. So let's start with The Forbidden Castle. This will be my first time reading a choose your own adventure, like where you get to choose exactly what you want to happen next. So it says, well, that one just says continue. As you can see, like page 63, it says the end, but there's still a lot left. So depending on, here's some more. Depending on what you pick will depend on what happens and how fast the book will end. So there's some options at the bottom. It's saying like if you choose this option, go to page 32. If you choose this one, turn to page 33. So I will be very excited to read this. One of the reasons I picked this out is I have slightly thought about writing a book like this. I don't know if I will, but it's just always been a thought, you know? Another one that I got that's similar to that, this one. Oh, this one I bought brand new off Thrift Books, and it smells so good. Perfect condition. I would hope so. It's new. Yeah, so I don't know exactly if it's gonna be how the movie is, you know what I mean, the TV show, or if it's kind of like its own thing. I mean, obviously some of it will be its own thing since you get to pick out. I did notice there are pictures and stuff in here. Oh, I'm so excited. Because I love Stranger Things, so, and to pick my own, the way it ends, like, this will be so fun. So I'll let y'all know how that goes. Um, I got Slave, My True Story. This one, obviously, we used to be a library book. This is a biography, so I will definitely, probably, I might even read this soon, actually, because my next curriculum, this would probably fit in there. My next curriculum will probably be a long one. Next, I have The Woman in the Window. This one is a thriller. I actually bought this like new, and I love thrift books, but I think it's gonna be possibly I'm gonna be buying on there a little less often because this book was not like new. I'll tell you what, it looks good and acceptable or good at best. Like, not gonna lie, but I decided I'm gonna buy another bookshelf. Hear me out. I'm gonna have two bookshelves where it's like where all my used books go. I have one, but I'm starting to fill up too much. And yeah, so if I put all my used books together, I think it will be better in my head because I'm weird about, I don't know. I luckily have OCD about things, so just, yeah. This book has a possibly, what's the word? Possibly an unreliable narrator. Possibly reliable. I guess we'll find out at the end. I'll let y'all know how that one goes. Next, I have The Vanishing Half. This one actually did come in pretty good condition, but I feel like it's kind of hard to mess up hardbacks. Not that it's impossible, but I think it's easier and better to come in, you know, in better condition. I think this book is about a girl hiding from secrets, and she's forced back into the town she grew up in, and so the secrets are going to end up starting to unfold, and something about her and her twin sister. So this I think also will fit in my next curriculum. So two of these are for my next curriculum. This one maybe, I don't think so. The last book I have I actually got from Barnes and Noble. This will be fun. This is a fantasy romance that they all get back together. It's like a reunion and they're all unhappy because even though they were all heroes, so I guess something happened. So that will unfold and we'll figure out what happened there. I got this for $5 with the coffee. I love those $5 books. They're definitely worth it. Especially if it's a good one. I actually went thinking I was going to get a different book, but I guess they ran out, so I got this one instead. But I'm not even mad about it because I feel like this one's probably, it sounds better to me. So yeah, I got a total of 2, 4, 6 books. I'm very happy with most of them. It's just really this one. Not that I just, when you buy a book that says like new, I expect a book that looks like new. I didn't pay too much for it, so it's not a big deal. It's just annoying. And maybe if it was like the first time this has happened from thrift books for me, but it's not. It's okay. It is what it is. Alright, it's actually a new day, but I am wearing the exact same shirt as the previous video. I have several updates. First, I have a new camera and it is amazing. So from here on out, my quality will be better. You can see all my pores and everything, okay? Next, actually, I just went on vacation. That's why my videos have been a little slower, and I'm also trying to update my Etsy account, but then I've decided that I want to focus more on my YouTube and my writing because I think that's more important. Etsy is more of just like a side hustle that I enjoy doing. I did, however, get some books from my vacation and I'd like to show you. They're right here. I got this thing, Surf's Up. We went to Carolina Beach. It was actually really nice. And apparently you can bring dogs there. I didn't know. I would have brought my dog. I didn't know. I got The Last Letter. It looks really good. I've heard some good things on TikTok. And I got another Ali Hazelwood book. I have 3. And so this will be my 4th. This is, well, I know most of you probably already read it, but it's kind of like a monster type thing, I think. I think it's vampires. I also would like to show you my mini golf. Overall, it does say Keith is the champion. I think it's backwards for you guys, but if you look, the first time we played, I won. And the last time we played with his entire family, I won. Between me and Keith, anyway, because that was the only points that were only being really kept. And I had 49. 49 is a really good score for mini golf. That's all I'm saying. So, another update. Kit, if you're watching this is shout out to you. My cousin, I've tried to get into thrillers and I've never been into it, but my cousin has got me hooked because these thrillers are so good. I read Love, Mom. I've read a lot of Frida McFadden, I think. Frida McFadden. I read, what was the Do Not Disturb, Ward D, and I believe that's it. Oh, I mean, I've read Housekeeper. That's already been on here. I guess technically then I have read a thriller, but those were so good, especially Love, Mom. That one had us hooked. I want to say a comment that Kit said, but I don't think it's appropriate necessarily for YouTube. They might take me out for that. But it was really good. So now I'm going to read, my next read will actually be Hidden Pictures is what it's called. I think that one's like spooky thriller or something, so I'm very excited to read that. I'll be starting that tomorrow. And my curriculum. I never finished my curriculum. I keep saying this every video. I am still trying to figure out exactly what, like, I know this channel is going to be about writing and reading and like my journey through all of that. It's just exactly pinpointing exactly how. The curriculums, I don't know if that's going to work necessarily. Like, I want to do curriculums that help me write, and I think I want to do that. And I do use reading as a resource to improve my writing. But the problem is I'm a mood reader. And if I don't want to read it, I'm not going to. And I get bored. I get bored pretty fast. So if I'm only reading fantasy, or if I'm only reading romance, I get bored. And I think that's why right now I'm on a thriller. Like, I just need all the thrillers. Like, I'm just really hooked on thrillers right now, which is crazy to me because if you would have asked me like 4 weeks ago, do you like thrillers? I'd be like, yeah, okay. But now I'm like, yes. You just have to find the right one. I believe that. I think when it comes to any genre, that's probably what it is. You just have to find the right book. And I feel like I should have known that as a reader, but I mean, we usually stick to what we love, you know? But what I did learn in my war curriculum, because that is what we were doing, it's really not about the combat. Like, yes, the combat makes, the battle a battle and a war, but the war itself is more about the feelings, the outcomes, the reasoning. It's not really as simple as, oh, we're fighting these people because of, like, I don't know, it's not as simple as just war, and I feel like somehow my brain was like, it is that simple, but it's still simple. It's all about the emotion. So like when you write a battle scene specifically, you want to pinpoint and really draw out the emotion. Like in movies, it is a little different because it's a movie, so like you don't have to hear the thoughts, but it's still important to show the emotion and the impact of what's happening in a different way than versus when you're writing, you get to hear those thoughts and you want to make your book really stand out, so you want to hear what's going on and what kind of emotions it's sparking. And even if you, like, I personally write first point of view, so that's, you're really hearing what the character's saying, versus third person where I guess you can hear multiple emotions, I guess, or I guess it's kind of more like watching a movie. I don't know. I don't do third person. I barely like to read third person. I think that's one reason why some of these books I've been reading too much third person, and it's taking a toll on me. I'm not saying that I can't read third person at all, but it's just extremely hard for me to really get into it. It's just how I am. I want so badly to be able to read a third person book because it seems so simple, It's just a third person view. It's just like watching a movie. But my brain, when it comes to reading, I want to know a main character's thought. I want to be close to you. I want to know your inner dialogue. I want to know why we like that person, why we don't like that person. I don't know. I just like to really know whatever characters I'm in. And I know you can still do that with third person, but it's different. It's just like watching a movie. And I can just watch a movie. I don't know. I would like to hear your guys' thoughts below. So if you have any comments towards first person and third person when you read, let me know down below if you feel similarly, or maybe why you feel the opposite, because maybe you could try to convince me why third person is better, because please, I want to read third person. I know there's so many good books I miss out on. Another thing, I did not like Throne of Glass. I'm sorry, y'all. I gave that series so many chances. I've tried starting with Assassin Blade, couldn't get through it. I finally finished Thrones of Glass. Can I tell you what happened? No. I don't remember. I listened to it audibly and I was so uninterested. And I thought maybe it was just the audibles. And then I read the second one. So uninterested. Poppy War, I was interested, but it was like, and then I think it's called Republic Dominion. I always forget the first word, but anyway, that one I couldn't. I made it 70, maybe a little less than 70, maybe 70%, maybe a little more, something around there. And I just said, forget it. I'm tired of reading books I don't want to read. I want to go to work, because this is when I listen to my audios. I want to go to work and have a good day. I don't want to force myself to listen to a book I don't want to listen to. These thrillers, though, showed me it's not the audibles. It's not the audios. It may just be third person. But these books are so good. Shout out to whoever wrote Love Mom. Highly recommend. That book was so good. Word D was pretty good. I would say Do Not Disturb was good, but not as good as Word D or like Housekeeping. My next read, I'm very excited. I will keep you guys updated on my next discussion. I will probably consider this a discussion. But I am ending the war curriculum. I'm going to try this curriculum out. This one might be a little longer. My point for this curriculum will be, how do I create emotions that my reader will feel, so that I can find in any genre. I want to get deep into the type of wording, the type of scenes, everything that gets my readers to want to know what's gonna happen next. And my next video, I think I should do a writer's tip, because I haven't done that in a while, and I do have some tips that I can give you. Like I said, I have been studying. I want to be better for myself. I want to do better on my YouTube. I know I have not been consistent. I'm very sorry. Like I said before, when it comes to my longs, I want to make sure I am in the right headspace. I don't want to just make a video because I feel like I need to. So if I'm not making a long, I need to be at least making my shorts. And I think it's okay if I miss sometimes, especially if I'm like sick, or, you know, like I was just on vacation and family was here. So, you know, things happen, but I still need to make sure that I'm disciplined and staying consistent. That's important. With my writing, I literally brought my laptop to this vacation and I didn't write. I barely even read. I read like 20 pages maybe. But that's okay. I did read. I think for the month of March, I've read quite a few books because of the audios. Like I was reading, I don't think you guys understand how fast I was reading those audibles. I read them in like a day. I think one, Love Mom, I read in 2 days because, well, I'll say the first half of Love Mom is good, but it's not like what's gonna happen next. But the second half of Love Mom was like, oh my gosh, I constantly wanted to know what was happening next. So I read it very fast. Ward D, I think it was. Was that what I read next? I believe that's what I read next. I was hooked. And then Do Not Disturb, I was also hooked. Actually, yeah, Do Not Disturb was a good one now that I think about it. I really like that one. I actually think I like that one more than Ward D. Ward D, I mean, I will say the twist was unexpected, but I guess it didn't feel as big to me as a twist, because I feel like if I really thought about it, I could have saw that coming. But Do Not Disturb, I definitely did not see that coming at all, because it's funny because the person narrating the story, or the main character dialogue and everything, will really make you see their point of view, and I'll just leave it there. But like, it's just so crazy. And then when you get to another point of view, you're like, wow, that is completely different from this person's point of view. And that happens in real life, I assure you. But it's funny to me. Like if you think about it, when you read a book, you hate a character because that main character hates that character. You see them how they see them. And if you get another point of view of another character, you might actually like that person, you know? So it's like, I don't know, it's just writers like that do such a good job, and that's the type of writer I'm trying to be. That is why we're studying how to get my readers hooked with emotion, and that will be what I'm learning in this curriculum. That will be what I will be learning. I will keep you guys updated on my hidden pictures. I should probably finish that in a couple days, especially if it's good as everyone's saying it is. I feel like there's something else I wanted to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please subscribe below. I promise my videos are getting better quality. I know I'm not wearing my microphone, but I do have a microphone, so better sound, better tips. I'm learning. You guys learn along with me. There's many reasons you should follow. But I hope you guys have a good work week. I'm probably going to post this on Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those 2 days. Today for me is Sunday, and it'll be my first day back to work tomorrow, so that's not cool, but it's as cool as one can be. I don't hate my job. I just don't want to go to work. I want to just hang out with you guys. That's what I want to do. So, bye.